This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Katie Ramel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. An update tonight on the shooting that killed 3 people in Surprise. Police say the suspect randomly started shooting at a party with neighbors. We've been following this investigation since it broke. 3 people killed, several others hurt when somebody opened fire at a home just north of Grand Avenue and Bell. Investigators say Jason Hunt was eating with neighbors when he started shooting at people. Someone shot back, killing Hunt. Police say that person acted in self-defense. Investigators aren't sure why Hunt started shooting, but don't believe anyone even provoked him. Hunt was a sergeant first class in the Army, spending the past several years working as a recruiter. Excessive heat is hitting Arizona on this Weather Action Day, and a local nonprofit says tenants need to know their rights when it comes to air conditioning. Community Legal Services tells us that if your AC breaks, families need to tell their landlord as soon as possible, but make sure you do it in writing. And if landlords don't fix it right away, tenants are able to buy their own temporary cooling system and deduct it from their rent.
It is a very serious issue for tenants, again, because their health and their family's health is at stake. No one should live in housing that isn't habitable, that doesn't have air conditioning.
Experts also say in certain cases you might be able to get reimbursed for a hotel or even break your lease. Watching Washington tonight, Congress is back from the Independence Day break, working on several measures that could impact your money. Expect to hear a lot about reconciliation. It allows some financial bills to pass with a simple majority rather than the normal 60 to defeat the filibuster. The proposed legislation includes closing tax loopholes for those making more than $400,000, making Medicare solvent, and limiting how much a prescription drug price can be increased from year to year. The major hurdle, how close we are to the election. Democrats need to move fast to ensure they have the simple majority before the November midterms. Your voice, your vote. Tens of thousands of Pinal County voters receiving early voting ballots with mistakes. We're told a human programming error caused some ballots to be printed without municipal races. Others who weren't eligible to vote in the municipal contests received a ballot with those races. County staff say 7 of the 9 cities in Pinal County have been impacted. Right now, the county doesn't have a clear solution to fix the problem, but the county attorney is still urging you to cast the ballot you have. We're told only municipal issues, again, are impacted here. An uplifting Arizona follow-up for you. Back in January, we introduced you to a Valley man living with ALS, creating incredible works of art from his wheelchair. Eric Weinbrenner learned of his diagnosis in 2018. While the disease progressed, he turned to painting as a form of therapy. And when he finally lost his fine motor skills, his wheelchair then became his paintbrush. In March, Eric raised $300,000 from the sales of those paintings. His foundation, Paint for a Cure, now using that money to help local families like Maceo Carter, a Gilbert father of 4, living with ALS since 2016.
I just want to live. That's it. I want to see you next week. I want to see you next month. But to get to that point, I got to pay a light bill. I got to pay these regular bills just like any and everybody else. But it's harder when you have that living with a terminal disease always hanging over your head.
Maceo and his family got $8,000 from Paint for a Cure, money they'll use to make ends meet, upkeep for his wheelchair, and to pay for other adaptive technology he'll need in the future. Research shows ALS is an extremely expensive disease. Donations from Paint for a Cure go to help ease that burden.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins, and our excessive heat warning will not be in place tomorrow, but temperatures are still looking incredibly hot, back up above 110 in the afternoon, with Phoenix up to 112 around 4 p.m. Slight chance of isolated storms late in the day, and an air quality alert for ozone pollution. We have that advisory in effect tomorrow, and a watch for Wednesday that could be upgraded to an advisory as we get closer. So if you have asthma or COPD, you want to limit your time outside, or you may have difficulty breathing. Storm chances are looking best to the north and east, but every spot on the map here in green has at least a slight chance of storms tomorrow. That could include gusty winds, blowing dust, lightning, and pockets of heavy rain. For Phoenix, the chance is looking pretty slim throughout the week, about a 10 to 20% shot, as temperatures remain absolutely scorching. 112 in the forecast through Friday and 111 both Saturday and Sunday over the weekend.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.